Hi, my salt water pool is not generating chlorine.
Who manufactured the pool?
No sure, but it is a jandy chlorinator.
Do you plan on doing the work yourself?
Not sure yet.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
All other levels are okay, just the chlorinator is not generating any chlorine. Salt level normal, although the panel is showing a high salt error code.
Hi, my name is. I'll be glad to try and help you with this issue. So the system is showing a high salt error code, but you've tested the water and the saline level is between 2,500 and 3,500 parts per million, is that right? Are you able to calibrate the controller to match the results of a manual salt test? Sometimes the controller can be off enough to shut down the generator and it needs to be calibrated, so that may be the issue here. A high salt reading on the controller will stop chlorine just as surely as a low salt error will. I hope this helps you with your question, but if you have any follow-up questions, feel free to let me know here and we'll continue working on the problem. If I did answer your question to your satisfaction, please don't forget to give me a rating. And also, please bear in mind that I'm not an employee of JustAnswer. I'm subcontracted to answer questions for people like you. I work full-time for a large commercial pool company, so I may not be able to respond right away. However, when you reply, I am notified and I'll do my best to get back to you as promptly as I can.
Hello, the salt reading at the pool store was 3,200 ppm. The salinity on the chlorinator was reading 4.2 gpm. So I changed the salinity down to 3.2 gpm. Does that equate to 3,200 ppm, or do I need to change it to something different? Also, I shocked the pool yesterday, so I'm assuming that the way to tell if the chlorine is being made is to check the water later this week? Thanks.
GPM usually stands for gallons per minute and refers to the flow rate, or how fast and how much water is moving through your system, but it may be that your particular controller uses that to measure salinity. Do you know what model your salt cell and controller are? They may be different names and models. Also, do you know what the output level is set to? It would show as either a percentage, such as 50%, 75%, or as cell power. And yes, if you shock the pool, which is a good idea if the salt cell isn't generating chlorine, you'd have to wait until the shock wears off before testing for chlorine generated by the salt cell. Depending on how hot it is where you are, the shock should oxidize and evaporate out after a few days.
Hi James, it actually was GPL not GPM. From what I can tell on the internet, if my salt reading from the pool store is 3,200 parts per million, then I need to set my chlorinator to 3.2 GPL. Do you agree? I did this, and did see that the chlorine cell read is on, so hopefully it is working. I looked at the salt cell and the plates look very clean. So hopefully this change will help. I guess I will just take a sample and later this week, and from what you said, it sounds like if there is chlorine in there the salt cell is working again since the shock will have gone away. Thanks.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.